Mark Ed and Sergeant Sam. Senator Barack Obama said yesterday the thing that really got to him concerning Reverend Wright's comments was the Reverend saying Barack Obama is just a politician. He's just saying those things because that's what a politician does, and that's what really angered Senator Obama.
At a certain point, if what somebody says contradicts what you believe so fundamentally, and then he questions whether or not you believe it in front of the National Press Club, then that's enough.
Gary's calling from near the airport. Hello, Gary. Welcome. You're on KLBJ.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in and make a comment about all this mess going on with Barack Obama, and I'm very saddened that people are taking what someone else said as his thoughts and believing, and the thing about it is that we're in a country, whether you want to deny it or not, we've had a lot of social problems when it comes to race. And that's the thing that's been going on for years.
All right, Gary, thanks. Have a good day. We're going to go to Mimi and Bastrop now.
I have not changed my mind concerning Senator Obama. And, yes, he is getting beat up in the media pretty good. But I think that Reverend Wright's opinions are his opinions, and I don't care if Barack was in his church for 20 or 30 years. That's Reverend Wright's opinion, and those are not Barack Obama's. So,
do any of those opinions of the Reverend bother you, or do you find them objectionable and appalling, as the senator says?
Well, absolutely, some of them, but I think that Reverend Wright is so brilliant and intelligent until he's crazy. So as far as, what I think about the whole situation is that Reverend Wright, he's Reverend Wright.
You're going to have to explain that to me. What about him is so brilliant?
Well, I think just the fact that how he talks about and I don't know whether or not you listened to his speech on Sunday, but how he tried to connect how we as African Americans are different from, Europeans, the white Europeans, and different other people.
Yeah, he said you learn differently now. If I'd have said that, I'd have been tarred and feathered and run out on a rail.
He said whites are left-brain-centered and blacks are right-brain-centered and learn differently.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Mimi?
Well, I think we all learn differently. It's just not blacks. It's just not whites.
But he said black.
That's a Jimmy the Greek statement. When he said that, that's outrageous. Somebody would say that.
It's everybody. Like I said, Reverend Wright, he's got his own opinions, and as appalling as he might seem, it's not Senator Obama. It's Reverend Wright. So if Barack Obama is the nominee, then I will vote for Barack Obama. If Hillary Clinton is not if she's the nominee, McCain is going to get my vote.
All right, Mimi, thank you.
That's what's killing all those two candidates, because I think you're seeing that going to go both ways.
I don't think Barack Obama was talking to black people yesterday.
No.
Barack Obama was talking to white people yesterday to say, wait a minute, I don't adhere or stand for this radical ideas about black and white America as my Reverend Wright does. And I'm distancing myself because I don't believe that. Because Reverend Wright's speech, let's be honest about this, scares white Americans more than it scares black Americans.
Hang on, I'll have a new theory shortly.
You can join us at 836-0590 or 877-590-KLBJ.
Keith is calling from Far West Boulevard. Hello, Keith. Welcome. You're on KLBJ Radio. Go ahead. You're on the air.
I just wonder, you guys' thoughts and feelings on, over the past years, we've had a lot of prominent preachers espouse some things that weren't necessarily good, and we've had a lot of presidents and other politicians embrace, but I've never heard the outpouring against these people for associating with these pastors and their thoughts the way that we've had it with Barack Obama.
I can't remember a preacher who's been this outrageous in his comments.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is we're putting everything that one man has said on another man, and we've had other great prominent preachers say some things that were outrageous, and if you took 20 years, the different things they've said during that 20-year period of time, we've had a number of presidents embrace those men. We've had a lot of prominent politicians embrace that, and I've never heard anybody put that on their shoulders.
Well, I know George Bush took flack when he went to Bob Jones University during the campaign. He took flack from that.
Are you upset this morning with Senator Obama and what he said yesterday, Keith?
No, I think that he was statesmanlike in his comments about it. And what can you do when you're having to deal with something that you have no control over? He has no control over what Reverend Wright said or is going to say in the future. And so he's doing the best that he can to respond to what has been said. And
Keith,
no other person could have did anything.
This could be a stroke of genius on his camp's part.
Whose camp?
Obama.
Okay.
He has the ability
to deal with it. I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to deal with what he's going through now.
But think about it now. I want you to think about something. This gives him a forum to set himself apart of being not just a politician, because that's what he's been accused of. He's out.
Are you saying this was all a plan by Obama?
I'm thinking it may be a stroke of genius. Yeah, and
he sure didn't look like a guy who had planned all this yesterday.
Let me finish. He's going to represent everybody, white, black. He's going to look like the little whip puppy, get sympathy, and he's about change and not the past. Think about that.
Well, Wayne Slater in today's Dallas Morning News, Keith and guys, said that this may be the best tonic for Barack Obama because he looks like a fighter today. He's not wimping out and kind of hiding behind the shadows. He had a very definitive remarks about the Reverend yesterday.
And it sure sets him apart now, doesn't it?
All right.
Not really.
Thank you, Keith.